back fit in the last couple of weeks, a couple of appearances from the bench. Just first of all, how good has it been to be back out there again?
Yeah, really good. Absolutely buzzing. A couple of months out, so absolutely desperate to go on the training field with the boys. Just really loving being back. Delighted just to be on the training pitch, let alone getting a few bit of game time is a bit of a bonus. So yeah, happy. And
in that time while you've been out and working your way back to fitness, things have improved an awful lot. How different is that sort of, I suppose, atmosphere on a match day? Because obviously you're around the place on a training day, but on a match day, how different is the vibe?
Yeah, it's obviously massively improved, like results have, I suppose. But boys are just all together, aren't we? Like everyone can see that, and just everything seems to be ticking along nicely. But we need to stay focused and keep going, because as everyone said, we're not out of it yet. We need to keep pinging some performances together and hopefully shoot up the league.
Jordan Forster said something very interesting on Saturday, that people have gone out of the team, yes, fine, but people coming in have really taken their opportunity. How important is that sort of it's not just easy for people to get back in the team?
Yeah, the squad depth's been crucial, hasn't it? I mean, you've got some big players that have come out of the team, as you said, but players have come in and took their chances, and it hasn't even been really noticeable, has it? So that's credit to obviously the players that have been waiting on the sideline, and it's obviously great to have a bit of squad depth, and obviously the gaffer can look to the bench and make changes and affect the game, which is obviously massive for him as well, I suppose.
And you came on Saturday, did that, got the fourth goal, absolutely clinched the result. Talk us through just sort of that moment, because obviously, presumably, emotionally, your head's all over the place. You've scored, you're back, but also you didn't celebrate because it was your old team.
Yeah, I just felt obviously the circumstances it was in, we were 3-1 up, ball out ready, it just would have been a bit disrespectful. So obviously had some really good times there, and just didn't want to be disrespectful. But as you said, it was a really good feeling to obviously get the goal. Just it was a strange feeling, obviously, for myself. So.
And what's next for you in terms of how far you can sort of take things? Is it still sort of bit by bit, or are you sort of pushing for the starts now?
Yeah, no, I'm back in full training now, so obviously delighted to be I miss training with the boys so much, so it's great to be back training with them. So just keep trying as hard as I can, and then be available, and if selected, obviously do my best, really, to be honest.
So if Michael Duff says, Kevin, you're in on Saturday, you're starting, no problem? Yeah,
definitely, yeah.
Thoughts on Crawley, because obviously a win and Cheltenham could climb another couple of places up the table.
Definitely, yeah. Obviously, it's going to be another tough game, obviously away from home. But we've been doing all right, so I think we just need to keep focusing on ourselves and doing things right and sticking together. And I think we can get something out of the game. But we need to, obviously, as the boys say, keep the hammer down and keep giving our all, and hopefully we get a result out of the game.
I mean, it doesn't sound complicated when you say it like that, but I suppose the difficult part is reproducing it week in, week out. Is it, or actually, game in, game out, because the game's coming so thick and fast at the moment?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, like even the result the other day, Result Boys is a great result, but obviously, as the gaffer was saying, he wasn't overly impressed with the performance. But if you had said a few months ago, unless we put in an unbelievable performance, we wouldn't got a hand out of a game. So your look sort of changes as you earn your own look, really, don't you? So we've been working hard, and then we're sort of getting a bit of luck we deserve as well. So obviously getting a 4-1 win when not playing your best speaks volumes, doesn't it? So if we can play our best then against Crawley, hopefully we can get another result.
Good man, thank you, good luck.
No worries.
Kev, your last game was the Forest Green away game, which was actually quite a decent performance, wasn't it, when you got injured in the first half? But what do you think has changed so much since then? Because results have dramatically improved since then, haven't they?
Definitely. Well, to be honest, we just out on the training pitch, it's just been non-stop, obviously, and just it was always going to shift. If you knew from even when the gaffer early came in, we couldn't really get the win. Performances were starting to improve, but we just weren't getting the look of the draw, really, and then it's just all seemed to click. But it's fallen into place now. But as you said, it's still over nearly half the season to go, and we need to keep going and just keep enjoying winning and get a winning mentality, really, which the club's been lacking, I suppose, for a couple of years now. So hopefully we can keep doing what we're doing and instill that in the club and kick on as much as we can, really, to be honest.
What's he been like to you from a personal point of view to deal with since he came in, the manager?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I've been really enjoying it, actually. Learning every day, to be honest. Especially when I was out injured, you're looking at all the time and all the different positions, players interchanging into different positions, and there's always a lot to be learned. So I've enjoyed, obviously, looking from when you can't play. I've enjoyed looking on, but now obviously I'm back. It's just great to be back. It's a great feeling being out with the boys. I'm buzzing, to be honest. Yeah.
How much have you played in 3-5-2 in your career?
Yeah, not much to be honest. No, it's new to me, to be fair. I've obviously played wing back a couple of times last year and stuff, right back at times as well when we were struggling. Like, but yeah, I've never really played 3-5-2 more 4-3-3s, 4-5-1s and stuff. So it's new. Like, but listen, it's working, isn't it? We're still new to it, so we're still learning all the time. When we come up against teams that matches that have been playing a bit longer than us, we tend to not be on their level yet. But it's all about improving. We're only in the only 10-12 games, so. Just need to keep enjoying and keep working hard, and I think it'll be a good formation for us.
Yeah, and there looks like there's a couple of potential roles that you could fill in that formation at the moment, doesn't there?
Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? I just need to obviously focus on myself and get as fit as I can, to be honest, and then see what happens from there. I'm not really thinking about that. I'm just trying to get as fit as I can at the minute, to be totally honest. So that's it, really. Yeah,
you had a bit of an injury at the start of last season as well, didn't you? So you've obviously been a bit frustrated again this season, but there are, as you said, a decent amount of games left. Hopefully you can finish the season strongly.
Yeah, it's obviously you'll be looking at the table when you're injured and stuff, like, and literally coming back on Boxing Day, like, there's still over half the season left in terms of there was 23 games left, so I was delighted to be on the bench. Boxing Day was a bit earlier than we expected, and obviously coming on now in the last 3 games, I haven't had much training in between, but hopefully when the games settle down I can get on the training pitch as much as possible and sort of build my fitness up and then go from there, really.